Hey folks, this is Vincent Natalie with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Mini Express. This is a game for 1 to 5 players. It's for ages 15 and up, and the average play time is 40 to 60 minutes. This just arrived in the mail today, and this is our first time playing it, so there may be a rules goof or two. I believe this is the Kickstarter edition of the game, so you may not have everything that I have here, so just be warned of that. So what is this game all about? Well, we're going to be advancing 4 different railroad companies, increasing their stock value, and also earning stock cards of those colors in order to try and get the most points at the end of the game. If you've ever played the board game Airlines Europe, it's kind of similar to that, only with trains. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a quick look at the components before we get started. There are a number of components off camera that I have pushed off to the side that I'm not using. The game does include some of these bot tokens, and we're not going to be using those. You can play a solo game against the bot. You can play a 2-player game with a bot. We are doing a 2-player variant that's in the rulebook that does not include the bot. It's for experienced players only, but me being the owner of 500 plus board games, I'm confident that I can handle it. Hopefully. There's also this draw bag here, which are going to be used for the AI bots and just to hold things. There weren't enough baggies in the box to hold all these little tokens, so we're going to be using this to put everything away. There are these stock tokens. Some of these are not going to be used in the 2-player game. There's this golden spike tile, which is used in a particular golden spike variant. The reverse side of this board is Europe, and there are dock tiles, and there's a dock variant to go along with that. So there is a Europe board on the reverse side, as well as some extra stuff. Okay, so all of that we're not using. This is as basic as we're possibly going to get here. So what are we looking at? Well, this is the rulebook. It is roughly 15 to 16 pages in length. It's okay, because there are so many different ways to play. Like, this is the game set up for 3 to 5 players here. Then it goes on to how to play the game. And then back here, game for 2 players with AI bot, without AI bot, optional modular rules, and there's a solo variant somewhere in here too. So you're constantly jumping back and forth in this rulebook if you're not playing a 3 to 5 player game, which I don't like. And there's also no guide or reference cards anywhere, and there's no guide on the back of the rulebook to help players keep track of what they can do on their turn. Yes, it is displayed here in a couple of places, but it is not as clear cut as I would like it to be, but I guess we'll get to that later. There is a supply of trains of the 4 companies, and then there's this supply area for stocks and the immediate availability of these trains, which I'll get to in a minute. But in the 2-player variant that we're playing, there's going to be 5 of each stock card here. So there's 5 brown, 5 gray, 5 orange, and 5 white. You're also going to put 4 trains of each color in that area, and again, you're going to put the rest off to the side. You're also going to put 2 of each stock card in reserve off to the side. We're going to deal those out at the beginning of the game to each player. Off to the left, this is a separate board. I'm just going to put this next to it. There are 2 tracks here. This is the influence track. Influence is used throughout the game to buy these stock cards. Okay, so we're going to be earning stock. There's a marker for each of us. I'm blue and she's red. And there are 4 companies in the game, like I said. Brown, there's gray, orange, and white. That represents wood, metal, hide, and cotton, respectively. You don't have to remember that, but you know, that's the general theme there. So long story short, we earn influence throughout the game. Then we spend it to buy these stocks here. There's a stock value here. This keeps track of the company's overall value. There are 4 markers, again, 1 for each color. And as companies rise in value, as they expand here on the board, we're going to be increasing this and that will increase the number of points players get at the end of the game. So up here on the 11 space, first player gets 8 points, second player gets 7, and every other player gets 4. And that is per stock card that they own. Just keep that in mind when we get to scoring. Okay. So here's the board itself. There are these little tokens, and you're going to mix these up and put them on each of the city spaces. There are 3 types of spaces here. There's city spaces, there's just blank spaces. They are rural. I can't really say that word very well, so I'm just going to say blank spaces or non-city spaces. And then you've got starter spaces for the 4 companies. There's white down here, there's gray, brown, and orange. One thing I will note, on the reverse side of these trains, I mean, they do have a graphical art on the other side, but in the light, sometimes it's hard for me to determine the difference between white and gray. No, I have a hard time distinguishing that, so I flip them over to help me figure that out. That's white and that's gray, but when you flip them over like this, it's harder for me to tell. So that's why I have them flipped face down like that. Again, I think that's a poor design choice. But anyway, I would have gone with a different color other than gray. So anyway, again, I'm getting into the first impressions even before we get started. There is a start player marker here. There's also a basic one off to the side. Again, most Kickstarter games have special stuff that they give out. This is the standard first player token. This is like the special one. This is encased in some kind of plastic. It's okay. Looks like a hockey puck, whatever.
I like it.
I know I like it too. It's just whatever. It's cool. So yeah, so this is the influence tracker. This is the stock value tracker here. We're not going to be increasing our score at all until the end of the game. And again, these are tokens that are just passed out to the different cities. And yeah, that's set up. Now, as far as how to play the game, on your turn, you can do one of 2 things. You're going to have one, in any other version, except for the version that we're playing, you would get 1 action on your turn. In the 2-player variant that we're playing, we each get 2 actions. Except for the first turn. The first player on the first turn takes 1 action. Everyone else after that, including the start player, gets 2 actions per turn. But the stipulation is, for our variant, first turn of the game, start player only takes 1 action. So you can do one of 2 things. You can lay track. So to lay track, what you're going to do is you're going to pick a color, and you're going to try and connect to a city. And now, you don't have to connect from the end of a line, but you do have to just continuously connect from an existing train that's on the board. So let's say I wanted to connect white here from its starting location to, what is that, Birmingham? So I would go here and then here, okay, including the city tile. So now I've taken 2 from, oops, I'm sorry, grabbed from the wrong pool. It would be taken from this one instead. That's very important. I'll get to why in a minute. So now we've connected the starter tile to this, okay? So that's one thing. And now you increase the stock value of that company by the number of trains in these blank spaces, non-city spaces or rural spaces. So number is 1. There's only 1 here that's in a blank space like that. So this goes up by 1 on the stock value track over here, okay? And it's all listed up here in case you get lost. Next, the player that did the connecting, the marker here says white and orange. So they get to increase, in this case idly is red, they would get to increase their influence by 1 white and 1 orange. Okay, that's how players earn influence so that they can buy these later on. Okay? Now, there is something that isn't listed here, and this gets to one of my complaints again. There's a rule in the rulebook that's not listed here. If another train happens to build a track onto an existing train, you're going to fill up their train in the supply over here. So as an example, let's say that Brown had made their way over to this location. So let's say I did that, and now they are sharing a space here. Okay? Because brown has overlapped white here, then they have to allow white to refill from the general supply one of their trains. Okay? That is not listed here, but it is in the rule book. So that's just something to keep in mind. Whenever you start overlapping trains, you have to add trains to that supply up here. All right. So let's go ahead and put that back. And what am I missing? Okay, okay. And that here. So that's one of the things you can do on your turn is lay track and then earn influence appropriately. The other thing you can do on your turn is take a stock card. So you take a stock card, you have to make sure that you've got enough influence to do it. The amount of influence you need to spend is equal to the number of trains that are sitting here in this this immediate supply. So let's say that there were 2 trains here because two had been laid out somewhere on a previous turn. And let's say Ida Lee had 6 influence on white. If she wanted to take a white stock card, she would go ahead and take it, and she'd have to pay influence equal to the number of trains that are sitting here, which is 2. So she would lower her influence by 2 spaces. After you do that, you're going to then add 3 trains, white trains from the general supply to this spot to fill it back up again, up to a maximum of 5. Okay? So that's what you would do in terms of taking a stock card. All right, pretty simple stuff. So like I said, there's a general gameplay loop here. Lay track to clear these out, make it cheap to spend influence then to buy these. It just rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. In case you're wondering what this spot is, this is for the AI bot. You don't need to worry about that. So don't concern there. All right, I'm trying to think of what I possibly forgot to go over. Did I miss anything that you can think of?
The wilds?
Oh yeah, some of these have purple on it. That means you can take in this case, you can take a wood and then one of any other color. So you cannot take 2 wood. You could take a wood and a white, or a brown and a white, or a gray and a white, or an orange and a white. Okay, that's what the purple is, a wild. I think that's it. So
scoring, but that's
scoring. Yeah, we can go over scoring now.
Okay.
Good idea. Okay, so let's see. Let's just say that the game ended something like this, and you had you had 2. I had 1, and let's say that let's do this instead. Okay, and let's say that my influence on white was 8, and yours was 5. Okay. So the way the end of the game works, we're going to score for each of the 4 different companies. We're going to take a look at white, for example. We're going to see, okay, who has the most influence on this track at the end of the game. And the end of the game occurs in a 2-player game when one of these piles are gone. In any other version of the game, any other variant, any other part of it, it's when 2 stacks are depleted. But in the 2-player variant that we're playing, the game immediately ends whenever someone depletes 1 of these stacks. But anyway, getting back to how you score, you're going to look to see who has the most influence. They would get first place, typically. So there's a first place column, a second place column, and an other column. In the 2-player variant that we're playing, so again, apologies. If you're trying to learn how to play this, we're kind of breaking the mold, and this 2-player variant has special stuff. In the 2-player variant, you're only going to look at the second place column and the other column. So I've got, in this case, I'm in first place because I've got 8 and she's got 5. So I would look at white, they're on the number 11 space, and to the right of that is a 7 on the second place column. So I would get 7 points per stock card. So I got 7 points. I would go up 7 points on this tracker. She is in second place. In this case, she would use the other one, and that's 4. She gets 4 points per stock card, but she's got 2 stock cards. So she would get 4 plus 4 is 8. So she would get 8 points on the victory point track at the end of the game. And then we're going to do the same thing for each of the other 3 companies. So it's not enough. I mean, yeah, getting a lot of these stock cards is great, but you also want to make sure that the company is advanced really far along the track, and you want to try and get first place by the end of the game to do that. which means, so like even though throughout the game you're going to be spending this influence to get more stock cards, you want to try and be in a great position by the end of the game to be really high up here so that you can get first place. So there's a little bit of strategy going on there. But all of these company markers start at 0, and we each start with 1 influence for each of the 4 colors here at the start of the game. All right, would you like to go first? Well, before we even go first, we have to divvy up these stocks here. At the beginning of the game, like I said, you're going to put 5 stock cards of each color here, and then you're going to set 2 of each color aside. And the first player will choose a stack to keep. So go ahead and choose a stack to keep. Which color do you want to keep?
Yes, I'll keep orange.
Orange. Okay, now pick another color for us to split. So yeah, you keep that.
Okay. To split?
Yeah, to split. So I get 1, you get 1.
Wood.
All right, so you get a brown, I get a brown.
Sure.
Now I do the same thing. I'm going to, I don't know if it really matters at this point. I'll take olive gray, and you get a white, I get a white. And I recommend splitting up so that we can each see what we've got in terms of colors, just to make it fair. I know you're a big fan of that hidden information stuff. Okay, I think we are good to go. Again, this is the first player marker. Would you like to go first?
No.
Okay, I will go first then. I'll put this over here. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention. Again, first player gets 1 action on their turn, and then after that, everyone gets 2 actions. For the second action on your turn, you cannot utilize the same company. Even if you're trying to do the opposite action, lay track or buy stock, like if you're trying to do the other thing, you can't do it. So if I were to utilize the orange company for one of my actions, for my second action, I would not be able to touch orange again. I'd have to go with one of the other 3 companies. Okay. And also, to end the game, like I said, you have to deplete one of these stacks in the 2-player variant. That has to be the first thing that you do. You cannot end the game on your second action. Okay, that's another special stipulation for the 2-player variant. Okay, so I guess I'm going first, and I get 1 action. So I will, since I've got a lot of gray, I'm going to try and start connecting gray if I can. To get their value up. So I'm going to start here and just do this. Now, whenever you create a line from city to city, or just from start to finish, you have to end up in a city. You have to take the shortest route possible. So this is as short as it's going to get. The number of rural areas is 1 here, so this goes up by 1. And I also connected this, so I get influence in the middle, which is the gray, and wood, which is brown.
Nice.
Okay. And now I think that is it. Yeah, I think that's all I can do on my turn because I only get 1 action. So now it is your turn. You get to take 2 actions.
Oh, okay. Are you able to build like a railroad, let's say here and then here?
No, you have to connect cities when you do it.
So can you do like here and here?
To do what?
Like, let's say if it was your turn, you want to lay track. Can you do 1 here and 1 here?
Why would you put 1 here?
To start, I don't know.
No. Whenever you lay track, it has to connect to a city.
Okay.
You have to draw a line.
So no matter how many tracks, so you can do like 4 tracks.
As long as it connects to a city and it's the shortest route possible. Now, to connect to here, it would just be 1. If you want to add a gray, it would just be here.
I see.
That would be 1 connection.
Okay.
And that would be no rural areas, and this price would not go up by 1.
Okay.
But yeah, you would not backtrack ever.
Okay. I'll use 1 to go here then.
For orange?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to use the lay track option for orange. Now, because you didn't actually lay track on a blank space, this tracker would not go up by 1.
Well, can I do this then?
No, remember, it has to be the shortest route possible.
Oh, okay.
You cannot loop-de-loop to get this inflated to go up.
I see.
So,
Okay.
and in that case, you would get orange and...
Gray influence.
Right.
I see.
Yep. Also, the number of connections that can go to a city is equal to the value printed here, and they're also color-coded. Cities that are gold can have 3 different trains at that destination. The silver ones can have 2, and the black ones can have 1. Once you have the max number of connections, this little cardboard token goes away.
Yeah. Did you grab this from the general supply or from the card?
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep doing that. I'll just do this. Let me remove 1 from there. Yeah, you're gonna have to keep me. Yeah. Okay, I got that one right. Okay, we're good. All right. So now you get a second action, but you cannot take it with orange.
Okay. Can I buy stock?
You can. Well.
Or
it depends.
I'm just asking if I can lay track or buy stock.
Yeah, you can buy stock if you've got the influence to do
Yes.
it, but you could not buy stock in orange.
From orange, yeah, that's right.
And you have to make sure that you can afford it too.
Yeah.
Gray is the only thing you can afford right now.
Yeah.
Because there's 2 trains left here, and you've got 2 influence.
Yeah. Jeez. Maybe I'll just lay track.
For a different company?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? I'll do that. I'll lay some track for white.
White. Okay. So where are you going with it?
I think.
You want to connect to this city, this city, this city, this city. Which one do you want to go to? This one?
Yeah.
All right. So that would be 2 trains. 1, 2. You went through 1 rural spot. So this.
Oh wait. Can I go here?
You could if you want to connect to that city.
Yeah. Can I do that?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a white.
Wait, where'd you grab that from? Oh yeah. Okay.
Another white here.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So that would be 2 rural. So that white's marker goes up by 2. And
Oh, I don't think you explained the numbers in the corner.
I just did. I did. Literally did 2 minutes ago.
My bad. My bad. Sorry.
That was talking about max connections. All right. So you did. Okay. So you did that, and now you get 1 in orange and 1 in white. Correct.
Mhm.
All right. So 1 in orange and 1 in white.
And does this go away?
Yeah, the max number of connections is 1 on that city, so that is gone.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Nasty.
And that was your first action.
That was my second.
Oh, but that was your second? My
Yeah,
bad.
remember I did.
Oh,
this?
that's right. Yeah,
So
I'm
now-
tired.
It's okay. Me too.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. My turn.
Yes.
All right. I get 2 actions, and well, I like the fact that white is very cheap at the moment. So I think I will buy a stock in white. And for me to do that, I have to pay 1 influence. There's 1 white here, so I'm going to pay 1 influence there, and I'm down to 0. And now whenever I do that, I have to add 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And up to a maximum of 5, which there's 4 right now, so we're fine. And now for my second action, it has to be with one of these other colors. I'm tempted to buy another gray one. Just because that's cheap too, I might do that. So I'm going to buy a gray one.
I can't put like different color trains, right? Like on either side of a different color train.
I don't know.
track?
Well, let me finish this and
Sorry.
I'll address your question.
Sorry.
So gray, 3 to that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so that was my second action. So I just earned 2 stock cards. Now, what was your question? Again, you're drawing a straight line
Yeah.
from and to.
Okay.
You can't be putting some here, some here, some here. You've
Yeah.
got to draw a straight line to where you're going.
So what happens if there's a white surrounding the gray track?
What do you mean?
Like what happens?
They share. They can share.
Oh, they can.
Yeah, so you can, trains can, from opposite companies can share, no problem.
I just think the color is like throwing me off. Like I feel like this is the cotton train. This is the
It
hide
is,
train.
but don't worry about hide and it's just colors. They just represent the companies. It's just a theme.
So that's why, like, if I land here, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I can't get anything because this is a cotton train.
No, don't. Yeah, that has nothing to do
I
with it.
see. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah. So now it is your turn.
You took your 2 actions?
I bought 2 stock cards. I got a white and a gray.
Was that your first action or your second?
I bought 2 stock cards.
Oh, so every stock card that you buy is an action?
Correct. I bought 1 stock card, that was 1 action, and then I bought a second stock card, that's my second action. So now it's your turn.
Of the same color?
No, different colors.
Oh, okay.
I bought 1 white and 1 gray.
I see. Okay, sorry. Okay. Yeah, that confused me. Okay. Alright. I will lay track for I'm gonna lay track for orange.
Orange. Okay.
I'll do 3. Go here.
Okay. So
And that's a metal and a cotton.
So before we do that,
Oh, sorry.
let's see how many rural areas you went through, which is 2. So you get 2 influence.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sorry, no, that's 2 here. My bad. There we go. 2 on there. And yeah. Then we look at that, which is 1 white for you and 1 metal for you.
I see. And then this goes away because it's a one-time?
That is right. Yeah, it's a one-time connection.
And that was my first action?
That was your first action.
Can I take another action?
You can.
No orange.
No orange.
Orange. So I'll do, I'll do a white. 1 white here.
Okay.
And I can't not put it there because it needs to be a straight line, right?
No, it doesn't need to be a straight line. You can branch off of an existing line.
Oh.
So you can build off of anything. Just pick where you're trying to go to.
Sorry.
And then we'll show you from. Okay, so you're trying to go there. So you're just going to build off that one.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to go there. No rural areas involved, so this would not go up. You get 1 metal and 1 orange, 1 hide. Okay. And I think that's it.
I guess.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
My turn. All right. Now, there's no trains here, so I might as well just get a free... That wouldn't cost me anything to take an orange stock. So I'm just going to do that. And I just can't do anything else with orange for my second action. I'm going to have to start laying some track.
Do you have to put 3 trains here? Since
That's
you bought
all...
shop?
Oh, yeah, you're right. 1, 2, 3.
Stock, is it shock?
Yep, 1, 2, 3. Yep. Did I forget to do that with this over here?
Did you buy white earlier?
I did buy white earlier.
I think I used 2 and you put 3 and it went up to
Okay, yeah, correct.
4.
Yeah, I think we messed up there, but...
You did buy...
We'll just don't worry about it.
I thought you added trains.
I thought I did too, but maybe I didn't.
I thought you did because I had 2, so this went down to 2.
Yeah, unless I grabbed from here again by accident.
Oh, okay.
I keep grabbing from the wrong area. Yeah, this is gonna
Do
be.
you want me to do you want that whole pile to go on this side so I can refill?
That's all right. All right, so we added 3 to the orange because I just took 1.
Yes.
And now for my second action, I'm going to start building, I think, more of gray to build up that. So, let's see. I need influence in gray. So what I'm going to do is, I kind of want to connect here. So I'm going to use 2 of these gray to build off of that and go here. Now that's the last connection that could go there. Now because I've overlapped white, white has to add 1 train to his thing. And I also get, I went through 1 rural spot, so this goes up by 1. And this is a metal and a hide, so I go up by there, and that goes away. And that was my second action. All right, I think we're good now.
That was your second?
That was, yeah, because I took an orange card
Oh, that's right.
as my first action.
Okay. I will... I'll lay track. 2 tracks.
Okay, with orange.
Yeah, I'll go here.
Okay. So you got through 1 rural area.
Actually, can I move this here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, sorry.
So there.
And the
And
wilds?
And it's an orange and a wild. So what do you want your wild to be? Anything else but orange?
I'll do a white.
White? Okay. All right. So we did that. And was that your first action? I think that was your first action.
Was it? Yeah, I think so.
So you get a second action.
Okay. I will. I'm gonna buy a stock card.
Okay. Well, you already took orange.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, you.
I'm sorry. I want to lay.
Okay.
Sorry,
With white.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what I was thinking there.
That's fine. And again, you can build off of any existing. So you could go right here, and you'd have to build off one of these two to do that here. If you want to go here, you would just lay from here.
I think I'll do this instead.
Okay, so no rural spots, so this does not get affected. You get an orange and a white.
Well, even if I did build a rural to here.
You can't.
Oh, yeah.
It has to be this shortest route possible.
Yeah.
You could not go here, then back up here again. You have to build off of an existing close.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, I think, so you laid down track there, and you didn't go through anyone to do it. Okay. And there's still a connection here, so this stays here. All right, so that was your second action, right?
Yeah, no, it's
Okay.
your turn.
No, it's my turn. All right, I think what I will do is I'm going to spend one influence to get another orange, because there's only one train there, and then 3 get added. 1, 2, 3. And then I think I will try and advance black again. Or gray, or whatever color that is. But I'm trying to get influence in that color too, which is fun. Okay, I might actually go there. So the closest is either, oops, not here. Here, caught myself that time. Here or here, doesn't matter. So I'm gonna go one. I'll go 1, 2, and there's still another available connection here. So 1 whirl space brings us up by 1. Double metal, so that brings me influence up by 2, and I think that's it for me.
Was that your first action?
That was my second action. I got an orange
you
stock on my first action.
All right. I will spend 1 train or 1 influence thing.
Okay.
For the steel.
Okay. So
That's the gray one. Not you moved my blue one. Oh wait, no.
Huh?
Which one's that one? The one on the far left. What
This
color
is brown.
Oh, duh. Okay. I thought that was gray for a second. Yeah. All right. Sorry.
So gray.
Yeah.
Did you get your stock card?
I did, and now 3.
3 from
trains.
here.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. And my turn.
Yeah. For your second action, it have to be something other than.
Yeah. So I'm gonna spend 2 browns.
Okay.
No, wait, no. What am I doing? I don't remember what I'm doing. Ooh, that's a hard one.
By the way, at the end of the game, in addition to one of these running out, a company's shares can also be depleted if the stock here runs out.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Which I don't know if it's going to happen or not.
Yeah. I'm going to spend a train and put it here.
Okay.
To get 2 influence on
Okay.
steel.
So no rural areas.
rules.
So that would be 2 influence on that. Okay.
Yeah, and this goes away.
Yep, that goes away.
Now it's your turn.
Okay. Can I get anything for cheap? Probably not. I'll have to start laying some track, unfortunately. Poor brown.
I know. No one wants brown.
No one likes brown.
Man.
I kind of want. Okay, dog. Well, I don't. Okay. I think I will go after brown just to. I feel bad for brown.
Yeah. Okay. That's your strat.
I know what you're talking about. I'm actually going to go up here with brown. There's still an available. Okay, so brown went through one rural space, and that is metal and hide. So 1 and 1. And for my second action, has to be with one of the other colors now. That's expensive. Okay. I will lay track with. Orange is looking cool. All right, so maybe I will. Wow. Okay. I'm trying so hard not to set you up.
No, like I've always set you up. You have so many shares.
Nah.
You're leeching off me.
I don't want that either. All right. Maybe I will then. I'll gray it. 1, 2. 1 rural area. And I get a white and a brown.
Nice.
And I think that is everything I can do.
I am going to buy a steel.
Okay, so you have to spend 2 influence.
Yep, 2 influence, and I'll add 3. 1, 2, and can I get a third one?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And then my second action is laying 1. Oh fudge! I can't do that. Actually, yeah, I can. I'll lay 1 track. Right here.
Okay.
It's wood and steel.
Cool. All right. Anything? Oh, and we crossed over onto black there, but
The
we've already had our
max is
maximum of 5, so
Yeah.
we would not add 1 for black there.
5.
Okay. Guess it's my turn then.
Oh, were you supposed to add an orange because you landed here?
For brown, probably. I'll just go ahead and do that now.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone bought anything prior, but again, I missed it. Again, I that's something I wish was up here somewhere, but it's not.
Oh, you know what? We probably did that for all.
We probably missed 1 or 2. I know. I remember doing it for one of them, but
Yeah.
this is not going to be the perfect game. I will just say it right now. All right. I think I will with gray. Crazy. How in the world do I get that? Alright, well, I don't have a whole lot of options here. I mean, I guess I'll lay track for orange. 1, 2. There's 1 rural area for orange, and I get a wood, and then one of my choice. I will take gray, and That was the last connection there.
Mm-hmm.
And then for my second action, I kind of feel like I need to I feel like I need to help out Gray here. Alright, so I will use 2 of these. 1, 2. That adds a trained orange. And I also, there's 1 roll for Gray. And I get a hide and another one of my choice. I think I will do Gray again. Okay. I think that ends my turn. And this goes away.
I'm going to buy, for 2 influence, a white stock card.
Okay.
And I'm going to use 1 of these to go here.
So before you take your second action, we have to refill.
Oh yeah, that's right. Refill
white.
This.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I will do this.
So
and add a gray thing here.
Okay, because gray. Yep. Because you cross that. Yep.
And I get cotton and
wood. Okay. Crazy. Okay. All right, I'm going to use white.
Ooh, take that out.
Yeah, so white goes up by 1.
Cotton and wood.
So I get cotton and wood. And for my other one... Yeesh. Yeesh.
I'm adjusting, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeesh. Terrible. Crapola. Alright. I will... 2 gray. 1, 2. White gets 2 because I crossed over on 2. White. And I get a white and an orange. And this goes away. Because that was the last connection there. And I think that's all I can do. Oh, I got 1 rural there, right? And we can always look at this, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I miss one?
Right here.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so at the end of the game, we should probably count just to make sure that we've got the right space here. Orange has 1, 2, 3, 4. They're on 4. White is 1, 2, 3. Brown is 1. Yeah, so we've got this fine.
Okay. My turn?
It is.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna lay some tracks. I'm gonna lay 4 tracks.
Wow.
On white. Actually, is that a bad idea? It may be a bad idea. Because you're gonna get white. Alright, I'll just do 2. I'll just lay 2 tracks on white.
Okay.
I'll go here instead.
Okay. So that's 1 rural, and you get a wood and an orange. Okay.
I'm going to
Wow, indeed.
I'm gonna spend 2 steel influence and get another stock thing.
Okay. So we get 3 added here. 1, 2, 3. Down to our last one. I think the game's going to be over soon. Okay. Was that your second action?
Yes, now it's your turn.
Okay. Well, I think I want to lay more. You've got 3.
You don't know what I got.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
What are these things?
Those are bot things.
Oh, the AI. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Someone doesn't pay attention during
I fell asleep.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I was tired.
I'm glad that I'm so engaging.
I was very tired.
I'm going to spend 2 influence to buy an orange card.
Interesting.
And then I have to add 3 to orange. 1, 2, 3. And what am I behind on here? Behind on white, but white's expensive at the moment. Brown, but that would put me in second place. Not that it really matters. I mean, brown at the moment is kind of crapola. 2 points is 2 points. Maybe I will take, well, where could I gain an influence that would be good for me? Okay. Maybe I will...
Does the starting player get an extra turn at the end?
No. I'm gonna lay 1, 2. Black goes up by 1 because of this, and I get a white and a wood. And yeah, that's it.
Okay. Was that your second action?
That was my second action.
Alright, Okay. Hold on, I'm thinking, sorry. Oh, dog.
Poor brown.
Yeah.
Brown fizzled out real quick.
Okay, hold on. No, I can't do that. Okay, I got it. I'm gonna spend 2 to track
Okay.
here. Actually, no, wait. No. Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Hold on.
Okay.
You know what? I will do it.
Okay.
2, 3, is it 2? No, 3 here.
So 1 roll. And you get a metal and a cotton. Okay.
And my second action, I'm going to spend 3 of these to buy the last stock and end the game.
Okay. No, remember, your second action cannot be to end the game.
Oh, fudge nuggets. Then I take it all back. I thought it was. I forgot about that. Okay,
So you're not doing
No,
that.
I'm
so
not doing
so it's -1 metal and -1 cotton.
Yeah, so sorry about that. And the rule was the orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. Oh, I just wanted to end. Okay.
Well, you could buy it now.
I could buy it. No, I can't. I can't afford it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's why. That's the reason why I went there.
I see,
So
I
that
see.
I can end it. But okay, that's fine. All right. That was funny. Okay. I'll do this then. Oh no, I can't do that. That'll give you a thing. Or no, that'll give you a thing. Oh my goodness.
Brown can't possibly go anywhere.
No. Well, I mean, it could travel. Can it?
No, he
It
doesn't
can
have enough
still-
track to get anywhere. All the destinations near it are full. The only way to give him more would be to use an existing rail, like another rail color, and go over his spaces. Like if Gray were to go through him, he would get to. That would be the only way to help Brown expand anymore.
That's really funny. All right. Well,
I'm just saying, like,
bye, Brown.
Yeah, Brown's. They went bankrupt
That's
just by laying 2
hilarious.
tracks.
All right. I'll do this then. I'll do 1 gray and put it here.
Okay. So, no rural. You get 2 orange. Alright, and that was your first action.
Yeah.
Alright, and what would you like your second action to be?
I'm gonna spend
Wait,
all
wait.
the trains.
Okay,
That's 5, right?
you're gonna spend 5?
Yeah, it brings me down to 4.
Yep. For another orange.
And all these are gone.
No.
Oh,
They stay
oh.
there. That's just the cost.
Oh, okay.
We would add 3, but it's already at its max of 5.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay.
That was a wallop.
Yeah, it was. And that was your first action?
That was my second. My first action was.
Oh,
this
okay,
one.
that's right. Alright. So maybe then I should buy that last one and just be done with it. Question is, would it be advantageous for me to do so?
I'm pretty sure you have way more stock cards than I do. Like, way more.
So I could spend 2. I'll spend 2 influence here to buy that, and that would end the game.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we look at the scores here. Not a very high scoring game, probably. So I guess we'll start with gray. I've got 4 gray,
Jesus.
and I'm in first place on the tracker here. So I would get 5 points per, which is 20.
Wow. I have 9.
9 points. Okay, so you got 3 points per.
3.
So it's 9. Yes. So you go up to 9. Next is orange. I've got 3 orange, but I'm in second place. I get 2 times 3 is 6. So I'm up to 26. You have 3. 4 times 3 is 12. So you get 9 plus 12 is 21. Next is white. We're tied, so we share second place.
Oh, okay.
So it's just 4 points per. I got 2, so we both get 8 points.
Yeah.
So 8 plus 26 is 34, and 8 plus 21 is 27.
29.
Sure.
8 plus 21.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Lastly, brown.
Yeah, I got 1.
I got 1. I'm
You're in
ahead,
first place.
so it doesn't matter. It's 2 and 2, so we each get 2 points.
Okay.
So 2 and 2. So I barely won by.
You won by 5 points.
That's not too bad. So aside from the fact that we probably screwed up, like in the beginning there, what did you think of this?
I would not play this again.
Yeah, I think it's a cool idea, but there were a couple of things that just were poorly executed. Like I said, no reference cards, nothing in the back of the rulebook to help players with. There's a lot of little rules to keep track of, like when you're doing one action, you gotta remember to do this and this and this. Again, there are guides here, but nowhere here does it mention when you lay track, if you overlap an existing rail, that you get to add to that other color. Like that's not listed anywhere on this quick guide. Yes, I commend the game for having multiple ways to play, 3 to 5 players, 2-player with bot, 2-player without bot, solo, we've got bot tokens, we've got a reverse side, all of that is good. It's just, And the way it's just all laid out in the rule book, it's like you have to jump around. Like 3 to 5 player setup is here, and then when you go here, it's not the full setup without AI bot. Set up as standard game with the following changes. Step number 2, place 5 shares. So I'm looking at, okay, 1, 2, gotta flip, okay, gotta do this. Back here, 3, 4, 5. Wait, flip 3, I missed that. 9, flip 10, it doesn't, I don't like that. If you're gonna do separate rules for different ways to play, include the full list, even if it's redundant information, so that players don't have to keep flipping back and forth between each step trying to get a handle on this. To me, that's just how it should be. And in the reference guides, there needs to be, even if it's a small reference card per player, that way they can clearly see what they can do on their turn. The color choices were kind of silly to me. White and black on the filled in side, to me, they look similar. They may not look similar to other people, but to me, they look similar. Like, it's like this is the white one, but it's filled in as black, and this is the black piece, but it's filled in as white. Like, it's just backwards. So I don't. If you're gonna fill these in, make one of these colors not the opposite of the other side. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me either. What didn't you like about it?
There are some games. There's a game that's very similar to this that I didn't like because of the one component being the same color as a different other component. But this,
like the trains were one color and trackers were a different color. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, kind of like this confuses me. Like all the colors of the trains, because if it's in a rural area, you have to put your own red or blue or whatever tracker up. But no, it's this orange one, right? The orange house you have to put up.
Right, on this track.
Yeah, but then I don't know, and then the components are also the same color. It's just I don't like that. It's very confusing to me.
Yeah, this is a game that's gonna take a play or two to get used to. And again, we didn't play exactly the best that we could, but at the same time, like I don't know. I would rather play Airlines Europe over this personally. Like this isn't bad. I'm not saying it's terrible, but it's not at all one of my favorite games. And the game did not come with extra baggies for all of this little stuff, meaning I have to throw all of this stuff into the same satchel. No, I would more than likely take some baggies out of my X-Wing box from all of my X-Wing expansions, miniatures, and use those instead. So as a game, like I think the backbone of it could have used some work in terms of reference cards, rulebook, organization. I mean, the rest of it is okay.
I would have rather had the trains be completely different colors that are matching those. The houses.
You think?
Yeah, I think that would have been better because that way they don't correspond with the resource colors.
Maybe. That might have been overload.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. To me, like, I think the commodities, I don't know, maybe you're getting confused with the commodity types and...
Having commodity colors the same thing as the train colors is pointless. Like, why is that a thing?
Yeah, I don't understand why the commodities are the same colors. Maybe they're trying to say, well, this railway is only shipping this good. Maybe that's why they designated it that color, the same color as the commodity good.
Then again, like, if this is in a rural area, you have to put the orange thing up there.
That's the stock. That's the value of the railway.
And that determines the influence, whatever scoring. I don't know. It's just too confusing to me.
I think they were trying to take Airlines Europe and condense it into a shorter game, one that's more compact. And I don't think they did it 100% well.
Did I play that game with you?
Airlines Europe, I believe so. I'd have to look. But Airlines Europe is the same style of game, except this whole resource management up here, as you lay tracks, this becomes cheaper. So in a 2-player game at least, you're trying not to set up your opponent with easy acquisitions.
Yeah.
Because if you lay a long piece of track, which is what happened to us here, we were constantly laying short tracks so that we wouldn't be setting up the other player.
I didn't mind that game mechanic. I thought that was actually kind of fun. Like,
It's okay, but that really limits your options.
It does.
And Airlines Europe, we didn't have to worry about that side of it. That was one less thing that Airlines Europe didn't have. And I actually like Airlines Europe as is without that. It gave me more options. It gave me more like I could bluff more. I could go in Airlines Europe. I could go, I've got blue in my hand. There's some hidden information. There's blue in my hand and green in my hand. I could lay these down now and tip my opponents off that I'm going after these colors, or I can hold on to them for a while. In this game, everything is laid out all the time. There's no hidden information. So, like, Airlines Europe, I think, has a bit more tactical depth as well, just in a different way. I prefer that over this, to be honest with you.
We've played a lot of games like this where it's like a track of some sort, whether it's airline or whatever. And I don't like these kind of games. I don't know what it is.
You don't like the
but
stocks?
It gives me anxiety. The stocks, the connections. For some reason, it gives me anxiety. But the only one that I've ever actually liked that is like that is Ticket to Ride.
Ticket to Ride doesn't have stocks unless you count the Pennsylvania expansion.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania expansion had stocks with Ticket to Ride.
Yeah, I liked the stocks there. I liked the connections there. But usually, like any other game that's very similar, I don't like.
See, I'm the opposite. I like stock and economical games. But this one didn't grab me like...
Yeah, this one needs more dice, definitely.
Oh my god, you need dice. Ignore what she says about the dice.
It needs cards and dice.
Cards, maybe.
In fact, just wipe the whole table and get, like, another different board game.
Yeah. If anyone is watching this, I may consider selling this. This is the Kickstarter edition. So, and we've only played it once. So
it's not bad. It's not
bad, but it's probably not for us. So if you're interested, leave me a comment or reach out to me. You know my email address. It's in, yeah. You should know by now what it is.
I honestly wouldn't mind playing with a bot to see how much the game changes, to see if we'd actually like it.
I don't like the game enough to try it with the bot.
Really? Oh.
It's, again, the rulebook is set up in such a way where first you've got to read these set of rules before you get to the bot, because not all the rules are explained in the bot section. So it's like, I don't know. It's maybe I'm being lazy and I can't be bothered to read all of the rulebook. Maybe
we can try it on Tabletop Sim.
It's not on Tabletop. Oh. Only the base game is on Tabletop Simulator. This is like a more fleshed out version.
I see. Yeah, I mean, even though it wasn't my kind of game, I still wouldn't mind trying it with the bot just to see if I would like it. But
well,
yeah.
In the meantime, if I receive a good offer, yeah, I might just sell it to you. So let me know. So that was Mini Express. Again, 1 to 5 players, ages 15 and up. If you guys haven't already subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube, that way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince and Natalie. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye, guys.